These are some questions about how you feel about reading. Notice the Garfield images underneath each question. You're going to respond to each question with either an excited Garfield, a pleased Garfield, a disappointed Garfield, or an angry Garfield. Let's look at the questions. Number 1, how do you feel when you read a book on a rainy day? Choose the Garfield that matches your response. Number 2, how do you feel when you read a book in school during free time? Number 3, how do you feel about reading for fun at home? Number 4, how do you feel about getting a book for a present? Number 5, how do you feel about spending free time reading? Number 6, how do you feel about starting a new book? Number 7, how do you feel about reading during summer vacation? Number 8, how do you feel about reading instead of playing? Number 9, how do you feel about going to a bookstore? Number 10, how do you feel about reading different kinds of books? Number 11, how do you feel when the teacher asks you questions about what you read? Number 12, how do you feel about doing reading workbook pages and worksheets? Number 13, how do you feel about reading in school? Number 14, how do you feel about reading your school books? Number 15, how do you feel about learning from a book? Number 16, how do you feel when it's time for reading class? Number 17, how do you feel about the stories you read in reading class? Number 18, how do you feel when you read out loud in class? Number 19, how do you feel about using a dictionary? And number 20, how do you feel about taking a reading test?